everybody. Just checking to make sure my tie is straight. But silly me, I know not everybody is looking at the person who's talking about the cars. They're looking at the cars themselves, and they're listening to Lauren Fix as well. The beautiful Lauren Fix, the car coach herself, who's here to talk about kind of more affordable cars here. You know, Lauren, we've been walking around showing people Bentleys and the GT,
Porsches,
right, the Porsches. And at some point, you kind of sit back, and the viewers will hit you up on Twitter and say, great, thanks, Fantasyland. Let's talk about my kid.
Yeah.
This is the section to talk about that, the Scion.
Right. Toyota owns Scion brand. And you're looking at a car like this is the TC behind us. They're calling it version 9.0. So they know how to hit the millennials by getting the language that meets their understanding. You know, we don't talk that way. My daughter's Car Coach 2.0, who's not here this year. But if you look at this is the Scion TC 9.0 and $23,000. You can get a kid into a new car, which is what the trend is. Put your child into a new car. You keep maybe the older Toyota, the older Honda, because you want them in the safest car possible. You want the blind spot detection, cross traffic alert, active cruise control, the ability to see ahead, because sometimes they tend to be trapped in their electronic world.
Well, and as Rich Rothler, our photographer, takes us on a little tour of the Scion section here, this is exactly what the walkthrough will look like for you, or saving you the crowds, although we think you should come out here. The demos, it's very clear. You look at the Master Dash, you look at the pictures of the young people on that billboard up there, that's who they're going for.
Absolutely. They want those kids that are learning to drive at 16 years old. And if you want your kid in a safe car, there's lots of choices. I mean, you can buy a Ford Fiesta, you can buy a Nissan Versa, you can buy a Honda Civic, you can buy a Kia Rio. There's lots of great choices, many of which are built in the U.S. And I always tell people, read the window sticker, because even though you may look at a Toyota, it's built here in the U.S., and you might find another vehicle that's built in another country. So make sure you read all the details. I mean, even the new VW Golf, which just won Car of the Year, built here in the U.S.
Talk about the VW Golf, because that's an interesting car of the year to me. And the reason I say that is because I see it, and to me, it doesn't necessarily have the lines that would spell out sexy, necessarily have, you know, the general shape that would say, oh, wow, car of the year. But it has some practicality to it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. We are looking at the Golf this year versus the predecessor. Is you're looking at a bigger car, the longer wheelbase, and better ride, more designed for the U.S. roadways, which is why they build it here in North America for the U.S. roads. Now, they also offer in the lineup that one was diesel, which is a huge trend here at the auto show. Almost every manufacturer is starting to come up with it. I've been saying it for I can't tell you how many years. TSI, which is a fuel-injected car, and then, of course, the GTI for performance. And I think performance has really overpowered this show this year. Performance and fuel efficiency are still big stories.
Lauren Fix talking about all the big stories here at the International Auto Show. And by the way, when I say the VW Golf doesn't have the same sexy lines, what I'm comparing it to is a car of the year last year, which, of course, was the Corvette. And so we talk about that and what it was up against, like the Mustang GT. Clearly, the VW Golf, the judges said, was the best bet in terms of this year's show for the car of the year. The truck of the year was the Ford F-150. It's been a good year. It's going to be one for you if you decide to come out here. January 17th is when it opens to the public. Guys, back over to you.